put words into algebra, okay? Algebra, where's my words? Where's my, okay, so algebraic expressions, I'm recording on you, okay? So algebraic expressions are just what they say, consist of variables. Variables are letters, usually like x, or a and b, okay? Or numerals, often with operation signs and groupings between them. So both of these are algebraic expressions. Have you seen those before? I bet you've seen those before. Yes? Got it? So you could write that down, might be helpful. There's about 10 quick slides here. I'm not always teaching through a PowerPoint, but it works. Oh, and the other thing I have to remember to do is to put a dot on each slide. Otherwise, it won't record what's up. It won't record my writing. Okay. So can I move on? Move on. Okay. 8 more than a number. Who could give me an algebraic expression for 8 more than a number? Go ahead there, Freddie.
X plus 8.
X plus 8. Okay, whoops. Sorry. How we get there? X plus 8. So that works. X plus 8. I could have also used the variable n. X plus 8. Is that hard? Any questions? Do you need to write that down? You don't have to write this down unless you want. Okay? Next one. 7 times the number decrease. Did I miss one? No, I guess not. 7 times the number decreased by 4. Go ahead, Trey. Give that one a shot.
7x minus 4.
You're the man. Okay? 7x minus 4. So if they say decrease by, it usually means minus. Right? You need to write that down. You're good. Okay? Stop me if I go too fast. All right? 29% of a number. How do I take 29% of a number? Go ahead there, Tia.
0.29 times x.
Very good. Okay, or let's use a different, just for kicks, let's just use a different variable. So maybe 0.29. Do you know that you multiply by the decimal 0.29 times n, right? You could just write it like that, 0.29n. Okay? 29% of 100 is 29, right? 29% of 10 is 2.9. Can I? Is that right? 29% of 10, 2.9. Yeah. Okay. I always do tax, right? Or not tax, tip. I always give tips. At least 2%. Which reminds me of a joke I made up the other day. Okay. Did I tell you my joke? Mrs. Voss, who's a math teacher, said, "Do you have a Q-tip?" And I said, "Yes. Always use a U after it when you're using it in a sentence." That's a Q-tip. See, because I made that one up. You don't like that one? A Q-tip? That's good. Okay, my family didn't think it was funny either. They said, "Don't tell that one in class." Okay. 3 more than twice the number. Who's got that one? 3 more than twice other than Tia. Who's got someone else? Someone else got 3 more than twice the number? Go ahead. Wait, that's Maddie.
2x plus
3. You got it. Okay. 2x plus 3. 3 more. 2x plus 3. Isn't this easy so far? Questions? Problems? Okay. I know this seems pretty rinky-dink. It'll get harder, don't worry. Okay? 4 less than 6% of some number. 4 less than 6% of some number. Hands? Should I pick on someone? How about this other? 4 less than 6% of some number. want to pick on someone over here. What do you think they're, Allison? 4 less than 6% of some number.
4 minus 0.6x.
4 minus, no. What do you got there, Lexi?
0.06x
Yep.
minus
0.06x, right? That's 6% of some number minus 4, right? Questions? You get it? Yeah? Okay, moving on. Moving on. 15 minus 1/3 of a number. 15 minus 1/3 of a number. Go ahead, Tia.
15 minus 1/3 x.
Okay, so I'm going to call it n for a different variable, okay? 1/3 of n, okay? So be careful, it's not 1/3 of n minus 15, it's 15 minus 1/3 of that number, right? Okay, so be careful the order in which they appear, all right? The square of a number plus 11. Square of a number plus 11. Someone else, someone else, someone else. Someone else. Yes, Julia.
X squared plus 11.
You go, girl. Okay. X squared plus 11. Nice. You go, girl. I have a stamp that says you go, girl.
Can I have it again?
No, I'll give it. I'll put it on your paper one day. Okay, but maybe on the homework that's due. All right. Can I move on? Moving on. The product of two numbers. What's product mean? Product. Multiply. So who can tell me the product of two numbers? Other than Tia. Other than Maddie. All right, this side. Come on. I'm going to pick on I have my random number generator. Should I pick on someone? Do my random number generator? Or, okay. Go ahead. Give it a try, Luna. Not x times x, two different numbers. So x times y, right? You could say xy or x dot y or a times b or b times a or c times g or whatever. It doesn't always have to be x and y, right? Just because it's algebra, we use x's and y's, but you could also use a's and b's. You could use m's and n's. You could write it like this, m times n, and so on, okay? That's one way to write it. Piece of cake so far, okay? Couple more. 6 fewer than the difference of two numbers. 6 fewer than the difference of two numbers. 6 fewer than the difference of two numbers. Go ahead, Will.
X minus y minus 6.
Yep. X minus y minus 6. You don't have to have this here, okay, but it kind of helps clarify it, right? X minus y minus 6. Good job. What else we got? For the triangle, A equals BH divided by 2. So this is a formula. You've seen this before, right? Have you seen this? Base times height divided by 2. So this is where we evaluate. Oh, look at that. I drew that myself. I put that in there all by myself. Very good, huh? All right, amazing. Good. 7, 12. For that triangle, find the area of the triangle. Good. So how would I do that? This is how you evaluate expressions. What do I do? Go ahead. And
Multiply 7 times 12.
7 times 12 divided by 2, which is, what does that come out to be? Can you do that in your head? Divide 12 by 2. What's 12 divided by 2? And that's 6 times 7. 6 times 7, 42. And you should put units, inches squared. Okay? Last one. Okay? Sometimes, so this is an application, like a real life application of something, but sometimes they like to give you confusing expressions like that with x and y. Okay? So if they say evaluate 10 minus x squared plus 12 divided by 2y for x equals negative 3, and it not only becomes an algebra problem, but it also becomes an order of operations problem. Okay? So you got to be kind of careful here, really careful. Okay? Watch. 10 minus, what goes in for x squared? So you have to go like this. It's negative 3 squared. When you evaluate, you have to plug in like that and put it in parentheses. All right? Plus 12 divided by 2 times 2. Right? Did I do that right? 10 minus 3 squared plus 12 divided by 2 times 2. Remember, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. You guys remember this? This becomes important when you're doing it. You know what that stands for. What does that stand for? Parentheses, exponents, multiply and divide and subtract. So you always do what's inside the parentheses first. Then you do the exponents. Then you do multiply and divide whatever order it comes from. You don't do multiply first and divided second. Whatever order they appear, you do that left to right. And then you do add and subtract whatever order they appear. So what should I do first? What's negative 3 squared? It's positive 9, right? Because it's negative 3 times negative 3, which makes, so you still have this minus sign here, but you need to raise negative 3. That's why the order of operations becomes really important. Plus 12. Can I multiply this out? Can I multiply that out? 4, right? 12, sorry. 12, where did I go? Eraser. So 12 divided by 4, 10 minus 9. I don't put these together. I don't go 10 minus 9 plus 12 and then divide by 4. I have to do this first, right? Multiply and divide comes first. So 10 minus 9 plus 3, and then I do that whole thing in order, and what do I get as my answer? 4. Okay? So when you're doing this, it's kind of algebraic. You're plugging stuff in, but you're also practicing your order of operations. Okay? I think that's all I have for you. Whoa! Homework! Get the books covered. Wasn't that amazing? I love putting these. I get to play with the little squirrely thing. And then, woo! I like to cut and paste things from places. Okay. So, so that is that. Whoops. Oops. I got to stop my, I'll go back. Hold on.